2 in the morning, rest is getting harder.
Hello, welcome. Devil Snipe here, and today I'm bringing you episode number 2 of our West Ham complex. Now, in the background, you're basically just going to watch me demolish a road in preparation for laying the tarmac. Something that unfortunately has to be done. It's one of those really boring, nitty-gritty parts of Minecraft that can be extremely frustrating, at times extremely laborious, but it's just one of those things that has to be done. And I thought I'd show you it. I thought in episode 2, I thought, you know what, I'll just show you what we have to go through. Obviously, if you play Minecraft, you'll completely understand. If you don't play Minecraft, you probably won't understand the preparation that goes into A, preparing areas, and B, sort of laying the tarmac. I think I just basically do an entire road, and then I move on towards the Daily Jaffa, because there's a massive road leading into the Daily Jaffa that we've got to build around. And of course, the Daily Jaffa's got a massive car park that needs attending, which will have to be completed. So that's basically what we're going to see in this episode. So it's nothing overly exciting, apart from the sun in the background going down. It looks pretty damn cool in the world. And obviously to my left, if you don't know the world very well, to give you some... or if you do know the world very well, you'll know to my left is actually the legend house that belongs to the almighty Gabs. Yes, the almighty Gabs lives to the left, and I'm going to go and use his bed in a moment, which is quite cool. I'm going to go and use his house, get some sleep, and obviously continue on with the building. With the preparation, as you see, I've already tarmacked his driveway, which is fantastic for his garage. And I'm going to enter his house, even though the sign has actually blanked itself. I don't know why. I think it must have done it on the transfer over from the 360 to the Xbox One. Anyway, that aside, what's going to be happening with the West Ham complex? Now, the West Ham complex, I want to be idyllically every single Monday, but it's not as simple as that because of the recording and getting people in to record at the times that suit me, and we can work together that way. It's a little bit difficult. So it's probably going to be once a fortnight for the West Ham complex, unless I can get a good stint of building in and record a lot of actual Minecraft, and then I can actually sort of do it sort of daily, perhaps not daily, but you know, sort of twice a week, or maybe stick to the once a week on the Mondays, which would be absolutely fantastic. But it's difficult to work people around to when I'm available. It's not about when they're available, because I might not be available, and of course if I'm available they may not be available. So it's a little bit of give and take, unfortunately. I will be working with someone this Bank Holiday Monday, which is ironic because this episode is going out on Bank Holiday Monday. So if you know who you are, shh, don't say anything in the comment section below, and hopefully next Monday we will have an episode up. It won't be a live episode. I don't know if I'm going to get to do live episodes of Minecraft, because essentially I just want to get a lot of building in. If we can do a lot of building in episodes and I can show you great progression throughout the actual complex, it'll be absolutely fantastic. But the problem I find, and I think you're going to see it now, is with the laborious side of doing the road system, etc., I get really bored, and I just end up going around looking at things and not getting on with the actual nitty-gritty that needs to be done, which is, you know, it's a little bit frustrating from my point of view, because I think to myself, I've got to get this done. I want to get this implemented. If I can get the road system, or the road system around where we've already built, down and done and dusted, it'll be absolutely fantastic. It would be absolutely amazing. But the problem is, I just get really bored really quickly just removing blocks out of my way. So I have to go and spend my time looking around a house. Now, this is a house that was built. It's a nice wooden house. It's got balconies. It's got a lot of space within the house, which is fantastic. Like, this will be a walk-in wardrobe, a massive bedroom. It's a house that I built, but I never got round to actually doing anything with, which is a little bit frustrating. I sort of implemented the garden, etc., and the garden needs to be sort of done and dusted. That is the beginnings of a pub that Boom had started. One of the things that Boom does is start things and he doesn't finish them. Obviously, the beer garden needs to be done. We need to put some trees in there, etc., and that's why my house, or it's not my personal house. My personal house is the other side of the world, but this house is right next door to a pub, which is pretty cool, but it needs to be done and dusted. And it's one of those things, I suppose I'm a little bit like Boom. I'll start something, I'll have enough of it after about half an hour, and I'll move on to something else. Like road building, for example. Removing all these blocks after half an hour, I have to go and do something else. I just have to. It's just one of those things. My brain cannot take the laborious side of Minecraft, which is quite ironic when you consider Minecraft. It's quite a laborious game, you know. There's only so much excitement that can go on, but we will see the conclusion of this road. Yes! I've removed all the blocks from the road, which is fantastic. The tarmac's got to be laid. I won't be doing that in this episode. And to give you a perspective of what we've got within the world there's a couple of housing plots where obviously the housing plots will go to those people who come in and help me throughout the world. And as I say, that's the difficult side of it, is getting people in at the right time and getting in people who are trustworthy, because we have had in the past a couple of people who have come in and basically destroyed a few bits and pieces, which is a great shame, because, you know, we do put a lot of time and effort into this. It's not as if we have free time just to generally waste and abuse. So it's a little bit of a shame, but it's one of those things. There are people out there who I can only describe as complete and utter fucking arseholes in the nicest, politest way possible. So yeah, we have to be very careful who we allow into the world. But obviously this is the Daily Jaffa. It still needs to be finished. The only thing I think that we've got to finish off in the Daily Jaffa is the main office upstairs. Once that's finished and the car park's done, the Daily Jaffa is literally done. Obviously we've got to put some trees around it. We've got things to put on the other side of the wall, the outside of the wall, integrating. I think we're going to have a little shop system in there, obviously continuing with the road system outside of it, but with inside the Daily Jaffa, it literally is just the main workers' office upstairs, the second floor. Obviously the ground floor is for people to come in, obviously submit their stories, etc. There's a waiting area, a tea area where they can have Jaffa cakes and a cup of tea, which is fantastic. We've then got the second floor where the main manager office is. Anyone know who the actual Daily Jaffa head editor is? Basically who we've given the Daily Jaffa to in some respects. He's the editor of the Daily Jaffa. If you know who he is, let me know in the comment section below. I'll be really, really interested, because he has mentioned in previous episodes, how's the Daily Jaffa coming along? Is the Daily Jaffa done? It's nearly done, to be honest. It's only literally the main workers floor, and I think that's it. And maybe a little bit on the roof, but I'm not too sure. I think there's only a little minimal thing to do on the roof. Oh, and the kitchen, the workers' kitchen, that's it. But before we go, I'm going to start killing things, so I think that's probably the best place to end.
I used to dream about cars and things, about being a star and things. I thought that I